Assalamu alaikum, myself Ali TEDx Wali, and this is episode 5 of Call Maya. And the topic is the power of positive thinking, how to reframe your mindset.
Hey, how's your evening going?
Maya, can you explain what does positive thinking mean in simple terms?
Gotcha. Basically, positive thinking is about approaching things with an expectation that good things will happen. It's not about ignoring the bad stuff, but more about focusing on the good and having a hopeful outlook. It's kind of like choosing to see the glass as half full instead of half empty, you know?
So, how is positive thinking different from ignoring problems?
That's a really good question, Faria. It's definitely not the same thing. Ignoring problems is like sticking your head in the sand, you're pretending they don't exist. Positive thinking is acknowledging the problem, but approaching it with a belief you can find a solution, or at least cope with it effectively. It's about finding the opportunity for growth, even within a tough situation, instead of just getting bogged down by the negativity. Does that make sense?
Can positive thinking really change my life?
Oh, I understand. Sounds like you're saying you tried positive thinking before, but didn't really feel like it made a difference. It's totally fair if it didn't click for you then. Sometimes these things take a bit of experimenting to find what works, or maybe it just wasn't the right time. What felt off about it, do you think?
So, how can positive thinking improve my health?
Okay. So there's actually a decent amount of research on this. It's not magic, but consistently having a more positive outlook can lower your stress levels, which obviously impacts your physical health. It can also boost your immune system. People who are more optimistic tend to get sick less often. Plus, it's linked to better heart health and even a longer lifespan. It's less about thinking happy thoughts and more about how your brain responds to stress when you generally approach things with hope. It's a subtle thing, but it adds up.
Okay, so
Everything all right?
how can positive thinking help me achieve goals?
Right. So, with goals, positive thinking can be a game changer. It builds resilience, meaning when you hit inevitable roadblocks, you're more likely to bounce back instead of giving up. It also boosts motivation because you genuinely believe you can succeed. And honestly, it helps you see opportunities you might otherwise miss. It's not about magically making everything easy, it's about giving yourself the mental edge to keep going and find creative solutions. You were asking about creativity earlier, and I think it ties into that too. Just checking in that he's still with me.
Okay, so can journaling help reframe my thoughts?
Absolutely. Journaling is a super effective way to reframe your thoughts. It's like taking everything swirling around in your head and putting it down on paper, which instantly creates some distance. Then you can actually look at those thoughts objectively and challenge any negative patterns. We talked about emotional intelligence a bit the other day, and journaling is really great practice for that. Becoming aware of your inner dialogue is the first step to changing it. You hadn't tried it before, right?
Okay, so how can I start my day with a positive mindset?
All right, so a bunch of little things can help. Some people swear by gratitude lists, just writing down a few things you're thankful for. Others like doing a quick meditation or even just listening to upbeat music. A really small thing that works for some folks is making your bed first thing in the morning. It's a tiny accomplishment, but it sets a positive tone for the day. Avoiding checking your phone first thing also makes a big difference. It keeps you from getting sucked into other people's negativity right away. What feels most doable to you off the top of your head?
Um, so how can I stay positive during tough times?
Oof, that's the $1 million question, right? Okay, so during tough times, positive thinking isn't about pretending everything's great. It's about acknowledging the difficulty, but actively looking for small glimmers of hope or learning. Focusing on what you can control is huge. Also, leaning on your support system, talking to friends or family, can make a massive difference. And it's okay to feel your feelings, you know? It's not about suppressing sadness or anger, but about not letting it completely consume you. It's about finding a way to navigate through it, not pretending it isn't there. Does that resonate? It seem a little quiet.
Maya, can you tell me that um, can how do I stop the habit of self-criticism?
Ah, you mean self criticism. Gotcha. It's a tough one because it often feels so automatic. A big part of it is becoming aware of that inner critic, noticing when you're being unnecessarily harsh on yourself. Once you notice it, you can challenge those thoughts. Ask yourself if you'd ever say those things to a friend. Usually the answer is no. Then actively replace those negative thoughts with more compassionate ones. It's like retraining your brain. It'll feel weird at first, but it gets easier. And honestly, remembering that everyone makes mistakes is huge. Part of being human. We talked about emotional intelligence earlier. Being kind to yourself is a big part of that.
Can books or podcasts help build positivity?
Definitely. There's a ton of great stuff out there. For books, Brene Brown's work is amazing, especially Daring Greatly, which is all about vulnerability and self compassion. As for podcasts, The Happiness Lab with Dr. Laurie Santos is really good. It's based on the popular Yale course on happiness. There are also a lot of guided meditation podcasts that can help shift your mindset. It's not about finding some magic cure, it's about consistently exposing yourself to ideas and perspectives that promote a more positive outlook. Do you usually listen to podcasts or prefer books?
I do prefer books. Okay, so Maya, what should I do if I step back into negative thinking?
Okay, so it's going to happen. It's not about never slipping up. When you notice yourself falling back into negative thinking, the key is to catch it early. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just acknowledge it. Then try to gently redirect your thoughts. Maybe use one of the tools we've talked about, like gratitude journaling or a quick meditation, or just consciously focus on something positive. It's like a muscle. The more you practice noticing and correcting negative thought patterns, the stronger that skill will become. Just be kind to yourself through the process, okay? It takes time.
Okay, so how can I make positive thinking a daily habit?
All right, habit formation time. Start small. Don't try to overhaul your entire mindset overnight. Maybe commit to just 5 minutes of gratitude journaling each morning or listening to a positive podcast during your commute. Consistency is key, so find something that realistically fits into your routine. Tie it to an existing habit too, like after you brush your teeth, you do your gratitude journaling. And be patient with yourself. It takes time to build a habit, and you'll have days where you slip up. That's okay. Just get back on track the next day. You were talking about time management the other week. Treating positive thinking like any other important task on your list might help.
Okay, so
Yeah,
how can I
just,
use art or music to boost my mindset?
oh, that's a good one. Both art and music are amazing for shifting your mindset. Listening to upbeat music can instantly lift your mood, while creating art, even if you don't consider yourself artistic, can be really therapeutic. It's a way to express your emotions and release stress. You mentioned you were exploring creativity, and this is a great avenue for that. It doesn't have to be about creating a masterpiece, it can be as simple as doodling or coloring. The act of creation itself is what's important. What kind of music do you usually gravitate towards?
I don't well. What's a fun challenge I can do to boost positive thinking?
Oh, okay. I like that you're ready for a challenge. How about a compliment challenge? For the next 24 hours, make a conscious effort to give at least 3 genuine compliments to people you encounter. It forces you to focus on the positive aspects of others, which often spills over into your own mindset. It's a small thing, but it can have a surprisingly big impact. What do you think? Sound like something you'd be up for?
It's a good one. Well, Maya, thank you so much for today.
You're very welcome. Glad I could chat. Honestly, you've been doing a lot of the work already, just by asking these questions and being willing to explore different ideas. Oh, all right. Well, have a good one.